Every single episode is going to be live.
Every town has a ghost story that's been passed down throughout the generations. But what if those legends are true? My job is to travel to these destinations, explore them, and figure out the mystery that lies within.
Hey everyone, happy Thursday night. Here we are in March and my phone is doing something really weird here. But we are going to do another live investigation on this Thursday night. We're going to be doing it from the historic bank building that's here at the historic Scott County Jail. If you've been following the jail or following what we're doing, you know that we did move in here to the jail, or excuse me, into the bank building back at the end of last year. We moved our gift shop as well as our ticketing booth up here to the building. And this is a really cool place. We've had a lot of people ask if the building is active. Well, I don't know. You know, we've had a couple things happen while we've been doing lives, as far as people have seen shadow figures, have held several meetings here, and the bank vault that is in behind me here. I know that people have seen somebody looking out of the bank vault before whenever we've been doing a show. But as a whole, it's not, you know, been anything that's really stood out. We've also not ever investigated here before because between me and Chris, we've been super busy, and we've just not done a session here. Now, like I said, I don't know why my phone screen keeps wanting to go black like it did whenever I was there at excuse me, whenever I was there at back in the days, Gateway Antiques during our season. So for some reason, my phone every few seconds wants to go off, which is really odd. I've not typically had that happen during a live before. So I may have to try to adjust the screen here. Also, just to let you guys know, we do have a team investigating down at the jail tonight. And so I thought, since I'm going to be here while the team is at the jail, well, why not investigate? So I may have to step away at some point to go flip the breaker and flip the lights off. They're down there setting up now. So, you know, I may have to do that. But just want to say hello to people over here in the chat room. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us tonight. We got Shaman Sundays here. Hey, Brandon, hope you're doing well. Let me see if I can get all these to pull up here since I'm manning from my phone. Miss Jolly Jeffers going. So I hope you're having a great night. Bob Burnell, I am feeling better. We didn't have a show last week because I got the flu. We've had school groups and stuff here, and Chris got it first, and then I ended up getting the flu. So I am feeling much better. Still kind of got a little bit of a lingering cough and trying to get my energy level back. But thank you guys that sent well wishes last week. Glad to be back. I hate to miss, and I hate not feeling well. So so hopefully I won't get a coughing spell, because again, my voice last week, I was feeling somewhat okay last Thursday night, but I couldn't couldn't make it through a show talking. Let's see, Daryl Paulette from Clover Hill Village. Hope you're doing well, sir. And no, I am not riding the bike tonight. I did have a lot of fun whenever I rode it back in October there at excuse me, at the village there with Brandon. Definitely not tonight. We are in the low 30s. By the time the team leaves tonight at 4 a.m., it's going to be in the 20s. So no, I won't be riding the bike tonight. Sonia Thompson, hello. I hope you're staying warm down there. Miss Beth Allen from up there at Octagon Hall. Hello. I'm so glad you're tuning in tonight. Can't wait to see if you're able to pick up on anything here at the bank building. Nancy Weems, hello. It's always good to see you. And Miss Lori West, hello. And again, thank you all so much for the well wishes. So, like I said, we're going to do a little investigation here at the historic bank building. And the cool thing about it is a very small building. So we're covering a lot of ground in during this investigation. We've pretty much got the entire thing covered when it comes to our tools and such. Let me see if I can figure out what is going on with my screen. I need to see if there's a way to turn my screen to where it does not go into okay, there we go. Always on. Now let's see if this works. I don't know why. Again, sometimes I don't know, it did this that one night and I had to end the live. So hopefully this fixes the issue. So a lot of really cool things going on. Like I said, we've got a few nights left for investigating at the jail where you can get the extended hours for the price. Well, no, it's still going dark. I have this on my screen where it says always on, and for some reason it is, I don't know what's going on with this. If anyone has any suggestions, I just hit the always on button, always on display. I don't know why this is doing this. So I know that let's see what we got here. I don't know what that sound was. I know that StreamYard has done some updates. So let's see what's going on. It may be something with the display, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a brief tour here of the jail. So first off, can you guys hear me okay? I'm trying a slightly different microphone thing, trying to see if this broadcasts through my speaker as far as the microphone. So if someone can just give me a heads up if you can hear me okay. I don't know if it sounds better, if it sounds worse, I can go in and I can adjust that if I need to. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip this around. This is getting really annoying with the screen. Just see what's going on here. Flip this. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour here. So I do have the lights off here, just so everything is a little bit okay. Good. Thank you all so much for confirming that. I'm hoping this picks up a little bit better than what it was. So, all right. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a tour here. Of course, this is the back side of the bank. This is our little office area right here. In here, we have a gift shop. Nice little gift shop. This would have been one of the loan offices. Turn that light on there. Oh, look like the tripwire just lit up. Yeah, so this is our new gift shop that we got added on. And then of course in here in the lobby, we got Miss Sally over there on the display case. But we've got a really cool storefront right here for where we sell our tickets. So Absolutely love this bank. It was built in 1909 and it was in operation until 2020 when COVID hit. This little branch of the First National Bank was shut down just because they didn't have the foot traffic here. So we're very, very excited that the keys were handed over to us and we were able to open this and include this as part for our tours and such. This is where we stay whenever we do the investigations down there at the jail. We are on site, but we do have, we got walkie-talkies. We're about 200 feet from the jail, so you get the jail privately. But we are fixing this up right here. We've got some new pictures hung of some of the really cool historic buildings from Scott County. We got some display cases we've got moved up here, and we're moving some new displays. Now, of course, this is our little kitchen area right here. I do have a flashlight set up in here. And then, of course, bathroom, we got a flashlight set up in the bathroom. Nothing interesting here, but for some weird reason, paranormal locations tend to get activity in the bathroom. So I don't know. We've set the light up in there, and then of course it circles back around to the back area, and then of course the very cool vault. So inside the vault here, we are limited on our storage space areas, but inside the vault there are several hundred of the oh goodness, my words escape me. Safety deposit boxes, and of course another big safe. But because we are limited on space here, we are using this currently as a storage area. But I do have the tripwire set up in here because people do seem to see spirits inside of the bank vault here whenever we're doing lives. But I got random flashlights set up. It's one of those things where take it or leave it, however you feel about the flashlights. I know there's mixed opinions, but from experience that I have had personally, flashlights are one of those things that tends to be active in these newer locations. So, okay, that's kind of odd. My tripwire is going a little haywire here. I had new batteries in that. I may have to move a new tripwire in here, but I've got all kinds of different tools here. We've got the EDI Plus box. I'm going to turn this off for a minute and run another tripwire out here. I'm looking at the comments here. Bathroom spirits are definitely a thing. I can't tell you how many haunted locations I've gone to, and there have been spirits in the bathroom. And I think Bob's got a good point. They like to catch you at your best. And flashlights are some of Beth's favorites. Yeah, I mean, I personally like them, especially in locations that have never been investigated before. They're very easy. They're a very good intro tool for investigators to, spirits to use. Like I said, this is just from my personal experience. So I'm going to cut the rest of these lights off. If you guys want to tell me where I should put the, actually, let me use this light right quick. Where I should put the EDI Plus box. Actually, I'm going to keep the EDI with me wherever we end up investigating. And I'm thinking I'll put the REM pod inside of the vault right here. That way, if somebody wants to try to get our attention, they can do that. Okay. And any suggestions on the music box? I've also got the Ovilus here. We'll see. So we'll try different tools. And of course, there's Miss Sally. Hope everyone fared well during the storms. I know we had some really bad storms here and really bad wind the other night. We had to close today because we ended up having some storm damage at my house. So I'm going to sit this in the bathroom. So got music box in here. Just make sure. Okay. And until I can readjust the tripwire, the one that's out here, I need to put some new batteries in. Okay. Okay, so Beth says the gift shop area. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn all this off. I like to use ambient lighting, but this will help us to see our lights really well. So for now, okay. Yeah, Nancy, it was pretty bad. A tree fell on my dad's old truck that I posted pictures of it. I call that old truck Pops, and a tree fell on it and totaled it. So it was pretty bad, but I'm pretty sad about it. But thankfully nobody was hurt and all of that. So, but it's a big tree. It's gonna take some work to get all that off. Smash the carport in there at my grandma's old house. So anyways, all right. So we've got all the lights off in here. Like I said, they will be calling me to turn the lights off. And so what I'm going to do is I'll do sort of an abandonment thing whenever they call. I will sit the phone down and we will we'll have it there where you guys can watch and you be my eyes and ears while I'm gone. So I'm thinking for right now, since we got a good view right here, we can start asking some questions here with the tripwire leading into the bank vault, and then we'll hit some of the other rooms. So, okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them over there in the comment section, and we'll make sure to ask them. Again, this is a very small investigation, so it should be easy to cover some of this area, and if there are any spirits here, maybe they will learn to use some of these tools that we have in here. And if they're not too active tonight, again, maybe they'll learn and want to interact with us some in the future. So we'll go ahead and start. My name is Miranda. I know you guys see me all the time. You see me and my business partner, Christy, in here a lot. If there is anybody in here, we have got multiple ways that you can communicate with us. You can touch any of the lights on the floor. We've got some tools that will alarm and let us know you're here. Got lots of different ways. So if you want to just kind of play with these, if you can see any of the lights on the floor, can you touch those? Can you touch it and make it turn a pretty color? It's not going to hurt you. If you can hear my voice, maybe you can't see me, but if you can hear my voice, Can you touch one of those lights on the floor? Now, so several things here. So the bank was built in 1909. It was used as a bank up until the Great Depression. After the Great Depression, it was turned into a medical clinic, and it was used as a medical clinic up until the 60s. Then it was turned back into a bank, and then it was used as a bank up until 2020. So we've got a lot of different kinds of things that happened here in the bank or in the building itself. Oh, tripwire down below. I don't know if anybody saw that. So is that accurate? Did you find the light in the floor? Can you do that again? Just come up and touch one of these lights. I'm going to step back just a little bit further here. All right, we got some questions here. Beth says, was the old pharmacy close by? Well, I don't know if they would have had, I honestly don't know. That is something I will definitely look up. Let's see if they can answer. If you were in here while this was a doctor's office or a clinic, did you all have a pharmacy in here? Or maybe an apothecary? Did you have an apothecary in here? I will definitely find that out because we're trying to find out more information on this. Was there a pharmacy nearby? If you worked in the clinic, was the pharmacy nearby? Or the apothecary? And Beth, please don't apologize. All questions are good. No, I don't think you have asked that before. Bob says, why wouldn't the spirits from the jail come to the bank? That's a very good possibility. Is there anyone that served time in the jail in here with us? There was a knock. I don't know if anyone heard that. There was a knock back there in the vault. Do the spirits from the jail, does anybody from the jail ever come in here? Now, I know there was also homes here. Some of the Revolutionary soldiers that fought got land grants. And there was a group of them that got some land grants here in Huntsville. And they would have, their houses would have been in this area as well as the building next door, which is a lawyer's office. Did this used to be a home? Was there a house on this property? Let's see. Is there a doctor available? Now we may not get anything tonight. You guys know how that is. I'm not really saying this building is active. It's just our office. But I'm not saying that it won't be active. You know, we've just not really experienced anything dramatic. Like I said, I did see a shadow one time. I know I was on a meeting with Beth at one time, and I know she saw something in the vault area. Beth, the knock did come from the area where we normally sit. That is a good point. It was either from where we sit or from the vault area. Of course, that area is back there. There's a little device on the floor back there. It's got a red light. I don't know if you can see color, but it's got a red light back there. If you touch it, it will make a noise. Can you go back there and make a noise? And just let me know you're in here? Who is the man that is sometimes seen inside the vault? If there's somebody that likes to stay back there, can you touch one of the lights on the floor? Now I'm going to grab my EDI box. Got this sitting here. I'm just going to sit it. Well, I'm going to sit it right here in the floor. It's a little harder to see, but we can actually see if it lights up. So, all right. Got another tool that you can sit there. It says it's 58 degrees in here. It feels a little warmer, but can you touch that? If you can see that little box on the floor, can you touch that? None of the things that I'm asking you to touch are going to hurt you. This is what we do down at the jail. If there's anybody from the jail that's come up here, can you show us how to operate those tools? I know you know. It's pretty cool. The team messaged me a little while ago while they're setting up and said that they heard the whistle at a lot of teams here. They were just down in the booking room talking. It's just two ladies, so I'm so excited to see that jail loves it when we have small groups here. So I can't wait to see what they get. But they heard this really cool whistle, and they wanted to let me know. Let's see here. Looking at the comments, Beth says, let's see, they are curious about the equipment. Henry and Lily or Lolly. Good point. Let's see. Is there a Henry here? If your name is Henry, either your first name or last name, can you touch one of the lights on the floor? How about Lily? There's that knock again. Oh, and that lit up down there. I don't know if you all saw that. So we got a knock and we got a tripwire lighting up. Let me step back a little bit further. So, Lily, if your name is Lily, can you touch the light on the floor again? Or Lolly? Nice job, Beth. Are there any bank tellers working tonight? I've got flashlights set up in front of the bank teller booth. We're going to ask and see if there's anyone that will respond to that. Is there still money in the vault? Is there someone here that can help my friend Nancy? Nancy's wanting to make a withdrawal. Hey, James, thank you so much for tuning in. I agree, Beth. The ones inside of this building very much seem to be. Sometimes I think they're curious as to why we're here past bankers' hours, because we're here such weird hours. Good question. Great question, Bank. Bob. Was the bank ever robbed? Did anyone ever try to rob the bank? This is insane. I don't know why this screen keeps doing what it's doing. Keeps going black and timing out. So I apologize if this keeps going out, guys. I'm gonna grab the EDI box and I'm gonna come over here to the teller window and see if there's anybody that wants to talk to us over here. Okay. Again, I'm gonna have to change out this tripwire because for some reason it was working a minute ago and it is wanting to glow yellow. So we have flashlights set up at the teller windows. Hey, Melissa. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah. Well, so I've got two tripwires set up and it is kind of crazy, James. This one is just a little 12-foot one. The 36-foot one is over here. I've got my other 36-foot that I'm going to spread out here because I love that tool so much. I may either just pull it from the room there where it's at and put it in here. May have to have y'all bear with me. So I'm going to ask the question here. Okay. So we've got flashlights. Let me just turn this light on real quick. And you can see we've got flashlights in both of these two windows right there. All right. So if there's a teller with us tonight, can you touch one of those lights at your window? Can you show me which window is open? Yeah, most definitely. Hey, Ronnie, thank you so much for tuning in. Better late than never. We're just having some conversation with our spirits here in the old historic bank building. Is there anybody here that can help me with a withdrawal? A bank withdrawal, not a medical withdrawal? If you can see and hear my voice, can you turn on one of the lights? We also have a flashlight in the gift shop here. So Lily, if you're here with us, can you turn on any of these lights or touch any of the lights on the floor? Hey, Alex. Hey, Dave. Thank you for joining us. I want to go ahead and turn the Ovilus on. Okay. Blaze and idle. Was there ever a fire over here? Now, if you can hear my voice throughout the entire building, you can turn any of these lights on. Oh. Has the bank ever been robbed? I think they're about to. Excuse me one second. Yes, ma'am.
There any flags above the building?
No.
We keep hearing like moving in the wind kind of deal.
Yeah.
Keep hearing that up here on the third floor. I know it ain't.
There's no flags over there.
Call and confirm.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So that was pretty wild. Okay, now that could be, I don't know, that could have actually been the walkie-talkie. I didn't realize that was that long of a range. When they paged us from down there at the jail, the REM pod went off. I'm betting that's a false positive from the walkie-talkie going off. That would have been so cool, but nope, I bet that's what that was. It's always nice to be able to debunk something. Now, apparently they're hearing something that sounds like a whipping sound, like a flag whipping in the wind down there at the jail. So, okay. So as we were saying, so we're going to call that a false positive, since they walkied us, which just goes to show what can happen with some of these different tools whenever you don't take into account, everything that's going on, so, and your surroundings. But we'll keep an eye out and see if that happens again. Let's see. I will key it here in a few minutes. I just don't want to disturb the team that's down there. But I definitely will do that here in a few minutes. Thank you, Ronnie. Dave asks, was there any theft at the bank by a bank employee? Great questions, guys. Hey, Vicky. It's great to see you, sis. Hope you're doing well. So the ovilus here, it's not said anymore. It said blaze. Tell me a little bit about the blaze. Was there a fire somewhere? I know the jail caught on fire. Do you like that we are back in here using the bank building? Do you like that we come in here and work? Do you like that there are people that come in here on a daily basis and get to visit with you? Okay, this says filter, bright, mind, and begin. Student, fight, ahead. Page, abort in England. Now it's wanting to talk. And me, cable. Do you see that cable on the floor there? News. Do you think I'm with the news? Heavy malicious crayon. Norman, report. Okay, I'm going to sit this down. Since I picked it up, it wanted to talk. Is there a man named Norman here? Okay, I'm going to put the other tripwire up because this one, I don't know if it's just battery drain or what the deal is. But I think it's going to be easier to just set this new one up rather than trying to change the battery with my one hand here. So this one is a little bit longer. Is Lily or Lolly out here? Yeah, we're definitely cooking now. Let me turn this light on right quick so I can see. So I'm just going to sit this in here. I love this little tripwire. It's the perfect size. I like the big one, but for these tight spaces, this is good. All right. Now, hopefully this one will work for us too. I think between these two tripwires, these two 36 feet one, I could probably, okay, let me adjust this. I think we could actually wrap it around the entire building. It's such a small little building. Okay. Yep. Let me get this one light. I love the tripwire, but it's so finicky on these when you roll it up. All right. Now, what did the obelisk say? Obelisk says, none, dug, and remember. Okay. Do you remember? Oh, that one. I'll turn this off. All right. So, okay. Got tripwire lighting up now. So, do you remember when this was used as a bank? How about when this was used as a clinic? I'm going to ask again since we've got lots in here. We've had a lot of great questions. You guys know me. I'm Miranda. You know my business partner, Chris. You know Sally. If you see Sally, can you light any of these lights up? If you see or know Sally? Do you like that there's a cat in the house now? Pay no attention to that light that's flashing in the very back. That is a clock, and where the power went out yesterday for the storm, the clock is flashing. So, all right. So looking at the questions here, what do we have? So if you know or see Sally, can you touch one of these lights and let us know if you like Sally? Has anybody ever been locked in the vault? Great questions, guys. Has anyone ever been locked in the vault? I'm going to go over here and ask this of the vault right here. Hey, if anyone's ever been locked in the vault, can you touch one of those lights in there? Oh, I don't know if you can hear it. The music box is going on in the bathroom. That was cool. If there's somebody in the bathroom or in that room, can you touch one of the lights or make that music box go off? Were you trying to get my attention? Bob asks if Sally is acting different living in the bank now. No, not really. I mean, I wouldn't say so. We take her back and forth. We've not taken her as much in the winter because we've been on winter hours, but she doesn't seem to act really any different. That's a good question. Let's see. I'm going to walk back and see if the music box will go off again. Come back in here. Make sure the ovilus has not said anything. No, remember Doug and none. Okay. Can you give me the name of the bank guard? Was there ever a guard here? Do you remember that guard's name? This little box right here will tell us if you remember it. Was the bank guard named Doug? Fuzzy, remember? Fuzzy and percent. Is your memory fuzzy? Is your memory a little bit fuzzy? Yeah, it seems like for a second there, Bob, it ramped up for a second. So just to kind of recap, if you're just tuning in, we had one hit on the tripwire. We had, whenever we asked for Lily or Henry or Lolly, we got a hit. We have had the music box go off in the bathroom, and we had one hit here on this long tripwire. And that's been it, but not bad. I mean, not bad. Okay, so there is a not deposit box. The not deposit box is at the end of this tripwire over here. We have a question if anybody can answer it for us. Can you give us the number on the not drop deposit box? If you can give me a number for the not deposit box, I'll go look. I'll look at at the code we've got written down. Can you give me a number? If not the number to the not deposit box, but the number to the safe? Can you give us a number here? Okay, this is actually pretty cool. Oh, the tripwire just lit up over here too. So this says year and IDA, and I've pretty much determined that, I mean, there's only so many words in this box. We get IDA a lot, and the big town that's right here, our biggest town, just on the outskirts of Huntsville, is Oneida. And I think that word's not in there. So I think they're trying to say Oneida. And when the ovilus said that, this last light lit up. Do you know where Oneida is? Were you from Oneida? And when I say big town, y'all, if any of you that have visited here, you know what I'm talking about. That's where our Walmart is. So, were you talking about Oneida? We can lock Daryl in the vault. That's extra, but we can lock him in there if he wants to What's that? Let's see. Is there someone here by the last name Anderson? Anderson is a name here in the county. We do have some folks by the name of Anderson. Was there anyone here by the name of Chambers? When this was a clinic, did you know Doc Chambers? How about Dr. Faust? Did you know Dr. Faust? Can somebody tell me how many safety deposit boxes are in the vault? If there are over 50, can you light up any of these lights? If there are over 50, are there less than 50? I mean, this is super, super quiet in comparison to the jail, which again, I actually really kind of like it sometimes when tripwires and stuff aren't going crazy, because to me, again, that just validates the times that things work, you know? If they went off all the time, you'd have to wonder. Let's see. No, that's funny. James says, it's funny the Avalas said Ida made me think of Asa, the bank guard from Andy Griffith. Now, somebody once told me that when this was the clinic, you were on the same phone line as the jail. They said one was 2 shorts and a long ring, and the others was 2 longs and a short. Is that true? Was the bank on the same phone line as the jail? Or maybe the clinic, was it on the same phone line as the jail? Henry, is your last name Anderson? I'll ask over here. Henry, is your last name Anderson? Lily? Were you an Anderson? Was your name Lily Anderson? Yep, it was definitely the old party line. Yep, definitely research time. And that's the thing we're doing here in the jail, is we're definitely trying to in the jail. Here in the bank building, we're trying to find more information, because it's part of our tours when we do this one. So we're trying to find a little more information. Did the bank ever have Confederate money? Were there ever any famous people that robbed the vault? Thanks, Beth. We're really proud of it. And it really makes the investigations really nice too, that we're able to give the teams more privacy. Okay, I'm going to knock. If you can knock back and finish this sound, that'd be great. If you can hear me, finish this sound. We were a coal mining community. That's a great question. Did any of the coal miners have their own currency? Why, you know we'd love to have you, Vicki. Definitely need to get on down here, investigate the jail. So let me ask you a couple questions. When this was a doctor's office, when this was a clinic, did the kids get their vaccinations in here for I know my mom had her sports physical in here. Would you give kids school vaccinations in here? I also heard they used to bring the mobile x-ray over. Would you check for tuberculosis in here? Excuse me, y'all. 1 second. Let's see if the REM pod goes off. Yes, ma'am.
You said if we still want to purchase something to the third floor, right?
No, it's to the third floor as well as part of the first floor.
Okay, we're on the third floor. We're getting a lot of wondering if we're wanting to take the lights go out. But we can hear a lot of walking.
Oh, awesome. Did you have a recorder going?
That comes on my phone.
Right on. That's awesome. Do you want me to come down and flip the breaker?
Go ahead and try it.
Okay, give me 5 minutes and I'll head down. Okay, so, all right, y'all. So this is kind of interesting. We started getting pressure changes, hot and cold, on the EDI Plus box. I don't know if you all could see that. And then we got another word. We got 3 words on the Ovilus. It's kind of wild because it's almost like, so the REM pod did not go off, which was interesting because that should have gone off with the walkie-talkie. So the REM pod did not go off, but it's almost like whenever they try to get my attention, things start happening. So we got sad, happens, and Robert. Robert's the name we get down at the bank, or excuse me, at the jail a lot. Is there a Robert here? Now, I mean, this EDI Plus should not have gone off with the walkie-talkie because it was temperature, hot, cold spikes, as well as pressure changes and the words. When I saw, I don't know, I'll radio them here in just a few minutes just to see. But there's no reason that that should have. Looking here at the comments. What I may do when I flip the breaker is set my laptop up to where you see this room right here and you watch it while I go down there, because it'll take me probably about 5 to 10 minutes to walk down there and set that off, and we'll see if anything happens while I'm gone. If you guys want to watch that, because I hate to end this, especially when everything is going so, so good right there as we're getting ready to end it. Let's see. Thank you all. Thank you for your kind comments here. No, Vicki, you've not been here to the bank, and it's a whole new investigative experience when it comes to the jail, investigating it since we're up here at the bank. And it is a teeny tiny building. But it's perfect for what we're doing here. Bob says he's going to live at the jail while when he dies. Well, first off, we don't want you going anywhere, Bob. But if you want to live there at the jail, then by all means, come on. So is there somebody here who's sad? It said that Robert is sad. All right, I like this. Sonia says, we'll ask questions while you're gone. I like that. Were there any shady bank managers? Did you like your manager? Okay, and great questions. Okay, so give me a second here, because like I said, I'm going to go down and turn their lights off. Oh, there's a light flashing in there let me just see what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to move my laptop around. So give me just a minute. Where would you all rather see? Would you rather have a view of it seems as if the vault is not as active as this little area right here. So are you good with me setting this up, setting the laptop up in here while I go down? Actually, I might be able, I don't know, I might be able to have both the laptop and this camera. I don't know. Yeah, that's very possible, James. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad you all did too. Daryl, it is definitely a cool bank, cool building. Okay, so I'm going to set this up. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I shouldn't be gone more than just a few minutes. Let me see if I can get this. And it's kind of wild. I don't want to speak too soon, but my phone seems to not be going dark. Of course it's not. Okay, so let's see what happens. Probably have to mute one of these. Okay. That's okay. Of course, we're all right. So I'm gonna have all right. I think I can leave them both up. Happy to hear me? In just a few minutes. And Okay. I'm back. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Okay. So is this echoing? Because if this is echoing, I'm going to actually keep. Okay. So what do we got? Can you all hear me okay? All right. And it's not echoing? Great. Thank you for confirming. All right. Just going to kind of look. Okay. Well, what did I miss? The heck? I'm looking at the comments. Great questions, guys. Okay, I want to see just where Sally is. So let me find where Sally is. I'm going to turn the light on just a second. See where Sally is. Not sure where. Oh, well, there she is. Looked like she was in the bathroom. So she would have been way on back here. Okay, so let me see what kind of comments and stuff we got. Turn this. Okay, so looks like you guys were hearing stuff. Holy crap. Something looks like it's lighting up in the other room. Wow. Okay, I'll have to go back. Well, apparently they're having a pretty crazy night already, and they just had me turn the lights off at the jail on the master breaker there. So I think they heard the footsteps that they said it went for about 12 or 13 footsteps and then stopped. It looks like you definitely had a party. Wow. Radio type noises. Okay. So they're being dragged. Wow. I mean, I think it's always possible that we get a lot more. Oh, there goes the tripwire again. Do you like it when I'm gone? Okay, I'm going to check the obelisk and see if there's a response to any of your all's questions that you asked. So let's see if the obelisk was talking. No, the obelisk has not talked. It still says sad, happens, and Robert. Well, so the music box is going off. Did you all hear that? The music box just went off. Sally is back there in the gift shop. If you made the music box go off, can you turn the light on there in the bathroom? Did you just walk in front of the music box? I mean, the music box. Oh, see, you'd have to get right here for the music box to go off. So something, and it's high. I have it sitting on the counter. So it's waist high. Sally couldn't set it off. Well, that's a good experiment too. If you couldn't hear the music box, I'm going to let me turn the heat off and see if that makes a difference. Okay, turn that off and see if that makes a difference. So that being the case, if you couldn't hear the music box, then any voices or sounds that you were hearing had to be close to either the phone or the computer. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, that's great. Which tripwire was it? Was it the one on the left side or the right side? The left side is the vault side. The right side is going back through the lobby. Oh, tripwire just lit up. Did you feel like you could talk a little bit better with me being gone? Okay, so it was right at the computer side. All right. Okay. Well, this is kind of interesting too. The microphone is muted on the laptop. Just to keep from getting an echo. So I'm going to actually turn this volume down and unmute the microphone. There we go. I don't know. I don't know. I had the microphone muted on the laptop, just so we wouldn't get the echo. So now all of them are unmuted. I'm very curious to go back and see if there was any responses to the questions that was asked here. You very well may have been hearing my phone. The phone was not muted, and I had it sitting in the floor facing the vault. Well, not sitting in the floor, but on a tripod there. That sounds like a knock. Yes, I do have a voice recorder going, Carol. No, the radio was not there. I had that attached to me because I was having to, or the walkie, I was having to communicate with them to have them unlock the door for me. So there was nothing up here. But good question. No, I completely took, excuse me, I completely took everything with me. All right, so I'll ask again, if you can hear my voice, can you touch any of the lights around the building? If you can see me, can you touch one of the lights? Can you hear this? Mr. Anderson? Oh, we got a light on the floor. We asked Mr. Anderson. No, I am sitting here in the floor. I'm not sure what that noise is. I don't know why I'm going to see if I can turn the heater off. I don't know why. I thought I had turned it off. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's see if the heat turns off and if that quietens things down just a little bit. But no, I am just sitting here. Oh, that's weird. Was there somebody from the jail up here? Okay, good. The heat just turned off. Now it should be quiet. Was there a guard or an inmate up here while I was down at the jail? Did you like it when I left? When you were in here by yourself? Robert, are you still with us? I don't know. I heard what sounded like money or change. Do you know any of the jailers? You're hearing the echo now. Okay, I'm going to mute the mic on the laptop. I think that's picking me up and echoing. Okay, is that better? Okay, did any of the jailers bank up here? How about, did you ever bring the inmates up here when this was a clinic? Did you ever treat any of the inmates? Okay, thank you all for confirming. I mean, there's no flashlight activity, very little tripwire. Who was the sheriff when you worked here? Was the sheriff, did you know Sheriff Richard Ellis? How about Sheriff Laxton? Sheriff Carson? I'm beginning to think they like it better when I'm gone, at least as far as being active. Was it Sheriff Bilbrey? We got a lot of sheriffs we can name. Did any of the people that worked at the jail ever come down and sit outside while you locked up to make sure you got to your car safely? I think so. You must have been hearing something because this is in the gift shop. So that's a good point, James. You're probably hearing my phone. Especially since that was muted. What the heck was that? Did you see that blackout? I'll have to go back and look. I thought Sally was back in the back, but I will definitely go back and look. Yeah, we could actually set up cameras here at the bank building. It's a little harder at the jail just because we've got the the thick walls and the Wi-Fi doesn't really reach very far on that. But we definitely could set stuff up at the here at the bank if anyone was interested. Yeah, that would be that would be necessary if we're doing much in here. Like I said, this is just kind of for fun, something fun to do on a Thursday night. Um, I know a lot of people have asked if we get activity here at the bank, and so, like I said, I'm going to be working here till 4 in the morning, and I thought, why not? Why not investigate during our live here? Um, Again, few interesting things. It seems to be a little more. They seem to be a little more interested when I'm not here. Looks like. Okay, excuse me 1 second. Yes, ma'am. I believe in that one they said 25. There were different reports, but I believe they said 25 for that one.
The common TV up there, I have, and there's like a really rough, and it's just 7 or 11.
Nice. Yeah, because they would have definitely had so many that came up on the upper floor to get them. Probably not everybody was able to get up there.
Okay, I was just wondering, because I talked to them when they said, I don't think that here was like rough voice they said earlier.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know.
Welcome, I appreciate you.
Same here. Let me know if you need anything. Okay, so the REM pod did not go off with the walkie. So that's kind of cool. Um, and it doesn't look like the REM pod, or excuse me, the EDI box was going off. So that's really cool. Um, they're getting a lot of activity down there at the jail, which is fantastic. Um, I'm like I said, I'm really excited because this is a mother daughter. Uh, let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. So Daryl says, not the first time. I thought I'd seen it earlier, but thought it was my eyes staring. Uh, okay. Good point, Bob. They could be shy. Again, you know how it is when you're investigating new places. Um, if everything was going off the chain, I would honestly be a little worried. Sonia asked, was that a man's voice that came through? At what point, Sonia, are you talking about when we were talking on the walkie, or did it come through elsewhere? Oh, okay, wow. Everyone heard it. Okay. Oh, I'll have to, excuse me, I'll have to go back and check. It definitely could have been a man's voice. Um, Again, this is 2 women. It's a mother and daughter that's down there, on a girls' trip. So they're obviously no men. They said that they definitely caught, a man responding with a very gruff voice. Um, I'll go back and watch this live. I guess what we'll have to do is, if y'all don't mind, go back, watch this, send me any timestamps, and we'll do another review. Um, wow, okay, very clear. Oh, just had a light up on the tripwire. Of course, that wouldn't be uncommon. I think it was last month, we had a team that said that, somebody was messing with their walkies, and they had a man's voice come through on the walkie. He didn't say anything, but they said it sounded like he was trying to talk. So, definitely could be someone down there at the jail trying to talk to us. I'm gonna compare the audio on the recorder to the audio on the cameras and stuff here. So, I think that's a good point, Bob. Um, I investigate a lot of places that, have never been investigated before, and it always seems like there's a learning curve. We had that at the jail. Um, we've not had, and I did not spend time before this live talking to them. I probably spent maybe 5 to 10 minutes telling them what we were doing. I really didn't get a lot of opportunity to explain the tools because, the team got here at 7 o'clock. I had to check them in and give them the tour of the jail, and then, come back up here and get things ready for the live. I had about 15 minutes to get everything. Okay, I just heard a man's voice. I was, um, anyways, I didn't really get to spend a lot of time, talking to them like I've done at other places. I like to try to spend 30, 40 minutes when I'm doing an investigation just talking about the tools and explaining. Tripwire just lit up. And I did not get here early today because, like I said, we had storm damage, so we were closed during the day. And then also, since I knew I was going to be here till 4 o'clock in the morning, I didn't want to get here too much earlier than what I did. So, any last minute questions? Definitely a learning curve for them for sure with all the new tech. Again, that's why I like the flashlights, because as a whole, all they have to do is just come up to them. It doesn't look like the EVI box from that other camera. It doesn't look like it's lighting up. And the obelisk has been extremely quiet. I've had the music box go off briefly. Had the REM pod go off, but again, the REM pod, it did go off when the walkie was going. But it just did it the one time. I agree. I think that this is a good idea to do another live here at the bank, especially since we've done this live here, kind of introduce them briefly to the tools. Oh, that lit up again. Would you like for me to do another live here? Would you like for me to come back and talk to you? We'll bring some different tools. You guys can, I'll give you a little more notice about the time. And we can see what we can gather here as far as information goes. If you can see me waving, if anybody can see me waving, can you wave back by touching the lights on the floor? I will definitely go back and look at that because this camera was on a tripod on the floor. I did not look at the time when I left. I think it was about 10 minutes, maybe. Maybe we can play some music next time and see if that does anything. I know music always works really well at the jail. I like this. I like this, Daryl. He says maybe next live we can get you to step out of the bank again and see what happens. I don't care to step out again now as we're getting ready to shut down. I don't care to step out, especially since we've turned the heat. Oh, and the tripwire just lit up. I'm hoping you can, yeah, you can see that. Do you want me to step out again? If you want me to step outside, touch one of those lights again. Okay. Wow, okay. I don't know if you saw that. I will, I like that, Bob. I will definitely use my EMF pump and see if that if that energizes, or play some binaural beats. Sometimes the binaural beats does it as well. We'll see what we can do. All right. They did light the tripwire up briefly when I asked if they wanted me to step outside. So let me prop this up. There we go. I'm going to step outside for just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Back. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so the tripwire lit. All right, that's interesting. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Let me so it is 11 o'clock here. We've been live for 2 hours now, and I'm getting hungry. And it's so crazy. My camera is working now. I don't know what is up with that. I don't know why it was acting so weird in the very beginning, but now it's staying on. So there we go. So let me turn a light on here. Excuse me. All right. So, definitely got some stuff to go back and review there. Let's see here. I'm gonna make this. There we go. Actually, give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. So thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. It was fun. I really enjoyed being able to share this with you guys. Again, it was a new investigation. So, or a new location to be investigated. Never know what you're going to get whenever that happens. But I am actually quite fascinated by the fact that it was quiet whenever I was here at first. The first time we got a little bit of activity. Who knows? Could have had something to do with the jail. Could have been something to do with the fact that I was gone. Now, other times that I've investigated new locations, I like to turn the tools on and leave the flashlights, leave the tripwire, leave all that stuff lit up while I'm setting up, and explain to them, give them a chance to kind of play with it, see what it does. That's what I like to do. I did not do that this time. We'll try it again next time. I definitely would love to do this again with you guys, and we'll have some different questions and some maybe some different experiments that we can do while we're here, and kind of see how that goes. I hate that you lost Wi-Fi, Beth, but I'm glad you're back. Thank you for using your special gifts to give us some different information to see what works. And I got to say again tonight, you called out a couple names, and out of the very few tripwire hits that we got some stuff lighting up to that. So thank you. We will look into that a little bit further, but you guys be thinking about some different experiments, different questions. We won't be investigating next week. I'm actually going to be out of town. I'm going to be taking a much needed vacation. So I'm looking forward to that. So there will be no Ghost Biker. Well, more than likely, there'll be no Ghost Biker Garage next week. We will have a very special Jailhouse Informant podcast. We're going to have Trina from Roots and Blooms Apothecary. We're going to be talking herbs. We're going to be talking home remedies. We're going to be talking about using herbs and different plants and such for paranormal investigating. We're going to be talking, it's going to be a very, very fun conversation. If you're like me, I love home remedies, love different types of herbs and different things because they've got such great powers. I am not a big medicine pharmaceutical person if I can help it. So we're very excited about that, to talk about that, because that's something that's really big here in the Appalachian Mountains. And for people who are kind of going with a cleaner approach, and stepping away from pharmaceuticals, using natural remedies and stuff. It's a really big thing right now. So so definitely tune in for that. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern time next week. But I'm really curious to ask her some questions from the paranormal aspect. We'll be talking about sage. We'll be talking about rosemary, African dream root, all kinds of really cool things that relate to the paranormal, but also certain things that relate to healing and metaphysical properties as well. So it is going to be a great show. Trina is an herbalist and she is local. The shop is here in Scott County. So we love promoting other local businesses. And I apologize for the glare from that light. The lighting inside of here is horrible. And it is a cold night. And like I said, since I'm going to be set up all night long, I did not want to wear my contacts tonight. So I'm trying to be comfortable. But anyways, that's going to be on the Jailhouse Informant podcast. That is at 7 p.m. Eastern time on the Historic Scott County Jail page, as well as Historic Rugby After Dark. If you want to take advantage of our special that we've got going on with our long investigations, where you get 8.5 hours for the price of 6.5 hours, you still have a few days to make that happen. That special is going through March 9th, which is when the time changes. We're in for longer days, which I actually really just absolutely love. So if you would like to book an investigation, again, you get 8.5 hours for the price of a 6.5 hour investigation. We may be doing some of that a little bit later on, but take advantage of that now through March 9th. Also, we're working on our Blessing of the Bike event. That's going to be taking place April 12th, and that's going to take place from 9 a.m. excuse me, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time on April 12th. You can come to Blessing of the Bikes. You can also get a breakfast biscuit and take a tour of the jail. This is our 4th annual, and we're hoping that it's going to be bigger and better than ever. Also been working with RM Brooks, with Tiffany Terry from RM Brooks, or Tiffany Garrett. Sorry, she got married. Tiffany Garrett from RM Brooks. We're working on our bike event that's going to be taking place June 7th, that first weekend in June. We've got a bike ride that we're going to be doing and tour of the jail with lunch at RM Brooks General Store. We're also settling up dates for other motorcycle rides that's going to be taking place. Lots and lots of events coming up. Going to have that on the event calendar. First event kicking off March 29th, and that's going to be Vet City Paracon, and that is up in Bowling Green. You're not going to want to miss that. I know the lovely Miss Beth Allen is going to be part of that event as well. And Chad Shepard, he does a great job with his events. So we're looking forward to being a part of that event. I'm going to be there representing Ghost Biker Explorations, as well as Historic Scott County Jail. And Chris is going to be there representing Soul Sisters Paranormal and Historic Rugby After Dark. Then in April 26th is Enigma Cons, which takes place there at St. Albans Sanatorium. Several folks that's in the chat room are putting that event on, and I can't wait to be a part of it again. Ronnie Anderson, as well as Daryl Paulette, Bedford Paranormal. Those guys are putting that event on, and what a great event it is. It's April 26th, and it's a full day, as well as a investigation. And then in May, going to be in several things going on in May. Going to be part of the Spirits and Shadows, or Shadows and Spirits Paracon at the Thomas House on May 3rd, which is put on by Ghost of Tennessee. Mr. Mark Walsh is putting that event on, and it is a fundraiser for the Thomas House. We love our historic locations. So, these events help to raise money. I think it's for the roof there at the Thomas House. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. And so that's May 3rd. And then the very next weekend, going to be heading to Appleton, Wisconsin for the cryptids, anomalies, and paranormal spirits Paracon up there. Barnaby Jones is putting that on, and I cannot wait. First time in Wisconsin, and going to be doing a first time ever for me Sasquatch Bigfoot hike. Cannot wait. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's on Friday night. And then we'll have more information about that. It's Mother's Day weekend. And then got a little bit of a break, but we're going to be having a lot of motorcycle events going on throughout the summer, as well as investigations. We have our calendars open through the end of September, through the end of August, and we'll be opening here. We're back on our regular schedule now. So winter hours are over. We're back on regular schedule. We're going to be having a grand reopening of the jail, which is here at the bank, highlighting the bank as well. So stay tuned for dates of when that's going to happen. That'll probably happen at the end of March, maybe first part of April. New exhibits. And then also we will open the remainder of our calendar through the end of the year, probably this coming week. So if you're looking to book and you have a special date in mind, go ahead and get that out there, because we, those dates do tend to book up kind of quick. Just looking over the comments here. So that's just a few things that we've got going on. My phone looks like it is about to die pretty soon. Bob says he's going to be gone for 8 weeks starting next Wednesday. He's involved in an online gaming thing. We'll be back when it's over. Enjoyed this show. Thank you so much, Bob. We will miss you, but definitely check in with us, because 8 weeks is a long time to not see you, Bob. But stay tuned for some of this. Maybe you can definitely catch the replay. And I can't wait to see as well. And it's definitely going to be such a fun show. And I can't wait to see you there, Miss Beth Allen. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Melissa. It's always great when you tune in. I will be on the show next week with the jailhouse informant. But like I said, unless something comes up, if I can find somewhere cool to investigate where I'm going to be traveling to, who knows? I might pop on with a live one of those nights. We'll just have to see. Who knows? I might investigate my hotel where I'm going to be. You never know. But either way, I will definitely look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. We will plan to review this investigation, and we will also plan to review do another investigation from here. So keep an eye out for sure. We will let you know unless something changes about next week's show. On vacation, it's kind of hard to do 2 shows when I don't quite know what the schedule is going to be. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out. We'll keep you posted. And until then, I hope everyone, stay safe. We've had just weird, bizarre weather. I hope if you have been impacted by the fires that have been happening here in Tennessee, as well as South Carolina, I hope you guys have come through that unscathed with very little damage, if any. Please stay safe. If you've encountered any of the storm damage, I hope that your cleanup and your damage was very minimal as well. And otherwise, stay warm until everything kind of. It's the weirdest thing. We had storms, so very, very crazy severe weather. And then in the morning, the temperature dropped like 30 degrees, and then we had snow. And now we're having cold weather again. So that's supposed to change pretty quick. So anyways, I hope everyone has a wonderful night, stays warm, and we will be talking to y'all very soon. Thanks so much for watching tonight, joining me in this investigation, and we will see you all very soon. Have a great week.